Next topic is Kanye's custody battle. Apparently, our brother crashed out on live
making
just
headlines once
yesterday.
again.
About
Apparently, it's crazy. Like he
I don't
this
even
once
want
a
to
month.
repeat what
Like
he
he
said.
always
He said a lot of stuff, but it's a custody battle between him and his kids. He got 3 kids.
him and his children's mother, not him and his kid.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a custody battle about the kids. All right, it's about because right now he said that his current custody agreement feels like visitation in jail. Right, this is a direct quote. He said, "I don't want to just see my kids. I need to raise them." All caps. He was yelling. So, I don't want to just see my kids. I need to raise them. And honestly, like, I'm a big advocate for, fathers seeing their kids, because most of the time the custody goes to the mom, and the mom, does whatever when it comes to like letting the father see his kids. But in this scenario, we talking about Kanye. So there's some real concerns here when it comes to him raising kids, man. Like, I ain't gonna say keep the kids away from him, but he out here making World War III songs. He out here doing all type of stuff, but he still should be able to like see his kids whenever he wants to see his kids. And apparently Kim says that he can see his kids whenever, nobody's stopping him from seeing his kids. So it's like nobody even knows what he's talking about. He could just be going crazy again. It's a whole shebang. So do y'all think that he should have custody of his kids?
Okay, so I just looked at my notes, and it's so funny because my mindset just changed just a little bit as I read what I thought I was going to say about him. Because Kanye is off the wall. He off the hinges sometimes. And the black mask really like threw me for a loop. Threw me for a loop. Why do you have on that mask, bro? Like, what are you doing? And then I'm looking at I'm looking at it from like, bro, how do you? So on my notes, I'm looking at it from, what do you think these people are going to think about you raising kids? And this is what you're doing on social media. Like, you're literally building a case for yourself against yourself. Right. So every time you open up your mouth, you're hurting yourself. And then I was like, dang, I was like looking like, what is his lawyers is telling him? Then like, nobody can control that man. So like, I don't even blame them no more. Like, nobody can control this man. But while you was just speaking, that's why I said my thought process changed a little bit, because I was just thinking about how he was talking about he didn't want North on social media. He real protective of his kids. And then I always, like, when I look, like, literally as he was talking, I just started getting, like, flashback when I see him with his kids. Publicly, he doesn't look as insane as he looks when he's without them. Not saying not saying, like, oh, they're helping him. But I'm saying, like, I always be looking, and even with this, our guest, right, that we have, I see his personality here, and then I see his personality when he with his grandkids. But that's grandkids. Our guest. Oh. So then I'm thinking about Kanye.
Wait, Kanye got grandkids?
No, I'm looking at Kanye like he could be a totally different person as a father than he is as Kanye West. He could definitely be that. But I'm also like, bro, what do you think people are going to do when they see you going off the hinges?
Mentally unstable is mentally unstable, no matter how you cut it. And at the end of the day, it's like we don't know what's happening behind closed doors.
Do you have supervised visitation?
I don't know,
because he also got a wife that looked just like their mama, moved down the street. Like, that's crazy.
Exactly.
Crazy.
But you're on live talking about this white woman.
He said, "I'm gonna be a leader. I'm gonna be a leader."
Have kids by her. Hey. And my thing, you just have to be very careful when it comes to stuff like that. And you don't want your kids around that, like, period. So yes, he can come and go, but at the end of the day, like, if you're not mentally stable,
but
so does he have because he said it felt like jail, and I'm not sure if he has like supervised visits with them only. Because honestly, that makes sense for him to have supervised visits based off of what he.
How does that make sense? Supervised visits ain't cool. I don't. That's
supervised
not,
visits.
Supervised visits is not cool, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
what type of stuff?
Here's why.
Because why is he on supervised visits?
Why are you in a black KKK suit?
Look.
Why are you walking around with a black mask screaming?
Let me explain. Because me personally, I don't like to throw the term crazy around all loosey goosey. You know what I'm saying? Sure, he's wild for sure, but to call him crazy and mentally unstable, it's like who are we to call him mentally unstable? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just feel like I just feel like for a father to have to deal with supervised visits is certainly not ideal. You know what I'm saying?
It's not ideal. But here's the thing between him and whoever you're thinking about when you think about the supervised visits. He's publicly doing unhinged and things that could draw like, what are you doing to show
But
leadership?
at the end of the day, in addition to that, you as a parent, you're number one. And I don't have kids yet, so I don't know. You know,
I don't have kids.
I don't have kids. But from what I see, your job as a parent is to protect your kid, even if that means protecting them from the other parent. So if he's doing stuff that behind closed doors, we don't know what's going on. I've seen firsthand situations where children do have to be protected from the other parent.
Listen.
So it's like you kind of have to do what you have to do.
Yeah.
And if she said that he can come and go as he chooses or whatever, but that supervisor got to be there. They got to be there until you do your responsibility, your due diligence with taking your meds or whatever you have to do to get yourself on the road to recovery.
Because they don't just do supervised visits for no reason. It's always a reason. Regardless of what anybody say, it's a reason.
I just wish I could see the full picture, man. Like, cause it's hard to talk about it when you don't know what's really going on with his, you know what I'm saying, personal situation. But you know me, I just hate to see a man away from his kids, right?
Yeah. Let's put a bow on it.
I just hate to see a man away from his kids, bro. So Kanye needs to do whatever he needs to do to, you know what I'm saying, get his kids back in custody or whatever it means for him. Like, I just want him to be able to raise his kids like I want him to be able to raise his kids at the end of the day. So, and whatever that got to do with him getting better or stop acting wild on social media, whatever he got to do to raise his kids, he just needs to do it because I don't want to see him not raise his kids. You know what I'm saying? And He could be crazy. When it comes to like who Kanye is as a celebrity, man, it's complex, bro. Like I really need a documentary, bro. We need a deep dive into Kanye.
We already have a documentary for him.
We have a whole documentary. Like,
yes, it's a 3-part series.
Oh, that's his come up. Like that's not. I'm talking about him after he didn't got famous. Like that's him getting famous. But yeah, no. At the end of the day, I want him to raise his kids, so he needs to lock in and do whatever he needs to do to do that at the end of the day.
Period.